This is going to show how to fix a clicker spring on the Daiwa Lexa-100. You can see mine is not working at all. Oh, it works a little bit, so it's very inconsistent. So there it's clicking. Pull it out. What you can see here, whoops, now it's doing it. So it's, you can see, if I do that, it just moves. It's supposed to have a positive click in there to turn it off. Now these are great reels. I basically had this problem. I used this, actually I got the idea from this, for how to fix this from a video that just got posted recently by Tahoe Bob, but he didn't leave comments on, so I can't thank him for posting the video, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have been able to do this. But I'll go into a couple more steps that he left out in there, but it's not hard to do. I use this with a downrigger, fishing for kokanee, cutthroat trout, and trolling, and I'll basically put the clicker on to act as sort of an anti-backlash, so I don't have to hold my thumb on there as I'm letting the downrigger down, which can be a little tricky with the rod and a manual downrigger and all that kind of stuff. So it's just so much easier to put the clicker on, let it down. But the clicker spring, which basically looks like that, seems to be fairly weak. And after a while of having this reel and doing that, it broke. And the clicker broke, so it was still under warranty, so I sent it in, so I didn't have to dig into the reel. And then I had the reel for about 2 months, I guess, maybe after that, and it broke again. So, and at that point it was out of warranty. So I was saying, hopefully it's not that hard to fix. So I looked over here where the clicker was. I didn't see any obvious way to get in there. So I started kind of coming in, taking all this stuff off here and trying to go in this direction, and getting down deep in the guts, and I just didn't see how to do it. So it's basically been sitting on my desk for, I don't know, a year or two now at this point. And then every once in a while I'll look up YouTube and see if there's something that shows, and at this point I was just going to see if one of the Lexa 300s or something, none of the line counters, but whether they showed how to get to this, and up popped that video. So seeing that, it got me motivated to go ahead and do this, and it turns out it's so simple. I'm kind of kicking myself. I waited so long, but it wasn't intuitively obvious how to get this side off. So basically, so the first step really is just take this screw over here, and obviously this is a left hand. The right hand it's going to be all the same steps. It's just the opposite, and I believe it's actually a different part spring number. But get that backed off, pull it out, which I had pulled this out before, but I couldn't figure out how I was pulling this and trying to get it off, couldn't figure it out. The secret is just trying to rotate it a little bit, and then if you wiggle it a bit, it pops off. And the next step is to take out these two screws here. Lift that off, and you can see here's the spring in there, and you'll notice that it's got a shoulder on it. You want the shoulder facing down. Next thing we have to do is take off this gear. Trying to keep my hands out of the way here. Still in there. Lift that off. And here's the gear, and you can see it's not engaged with this guy really. So next you got to take these two screws off here. And I think I'm going to use the tweezers for those. There's that guy, and you can see it's looking a little cockeyed there. So I must have broke somewhere on one of these sides here. I'll lay the other one in. And so you want to kind of put it, I think, under this pointer, under the clicker pawl or whatever they call it. Get that lined up. Snug, but not super tight. Don't want to crack the plastic. Make sure this is looking a little weird here. See what happens. Okay, put the gear back on. Drop this on. It's a little bit more positive setting in there. And then the click to get this back in, just put it at a very slight angle, not way over here, and just turn it back a little bit. Let's test it before I screw everything in. There you go. Looking good. I'll put that in there. Tighten her up. Nice, that feels good now. All right, thanks Tahoe Bob. One Lexa finally fixed after 2 years. And then I ended up ordering, I think, 5 of these. There's the part number for the left-hand reel. I'll put in the comments the right-hand reel one. And I think these cost me less than 20 bucks for 5 of these plus shipping. I ordered direct from Daiwa, just called them up and told them the part number I need, and they got them out to me in a few days.